singing in a foreign language looks cool, sounds cool too, right? But often it's a difficult exercise, as the tones and the sounds of the song, they're already difficult to make when you don't actually have to sing, when you don't have to follow a rhythm and a pitch. But when you do, it gets difficult. I'm Marie, I'm a native French teacher, and I'm going to be reacting to Dimash's cover of SOS dans Terrien en Détresse. And we're going to talk about his French pronunciation.
我觉得好帅哦，上镜。
我觉得有点像林志炫啊。
Okay, he's already made some mistake, but that's a typical mistake. I'm not sure Dimash is actually speaking French. Maybe he's just singing in French for this song. If he does, he would know actually that in French, a lot of the last letters of the words we don't pronounce. So we don't say, here he's saying, if I go back to this, a little bit earlier. Listen, he's saying, pourquoi je vis? He's pronouncing the S at the end of V, when in French we would say, pourquoi je vis, vis, without the S. Listen. But with me, he actually is doing it correctly. But he does the same again with ri. Pourquoi je ris? Non, pourquoi je ris? Apart from that, you know, the pronunciation is good. And actually, if I was just listening to this without knowing where it comes from, I don't think I would know that this person doesn't speak French.
Voici le SOS d'un Terrien en détresse. J'ai mûri pierre sur terre.
Okay, listen to that again. Just there. He's doing it again here with pieds. He's saying les pieds. Here it doesn't matter as much because there is a sort of liaison in between pied and sur. It's the same sound, so it doesn't really matter here. But I can hear that he was pronouncing the S of pied. And then there is a little bit of a problem with one line. This one. I mean, granting, singing like this, singing in a special kind of voice, and singing in a language that you don't necessarily speak, obviously I would make a lot of mistakes too, especially since I'm not a professional singer. But j'aimerais mieux être un oiseau. J'aimerais mieux. J'aimerais mieux. J'aimerais mieux. Here, actually, in the lyrics, it's written with all the letters, but because if we are pronouncing all the syllables, it wouldn't actually fit within the rhythm of the song, we say, instead of saying j'aimerais, we say j'aimerais, j'aimerais. In spoken French, French people would probably say j'aimerais rather than j'aimerais. Okay, so there is a slight mistake here in the lyrics. He's singing another line. That's not what's written on the video. That doesn't really matter. What did I hear here? When he's saying this, it's almost like a native. When he's saying le monde here, it really sounds like a French person. And I'm guessing it's because he speaks with a lot of air in his mouth. It's a le monde. It's almost like a whisper with a lot of air going through the mouth. And that might be something that you might want to try if you have trouble with French pronunciation. Try to whisper the words. Try to make them lighter than what you would if they were English or your native language song. We have the same mistake here. It's dans haut, not don n. There is no n sound in there. It's dans haut, dans haut. But I can already guess the tone of the cover is really different from the original song. In the original song, there is no, even though it's a very difficult song, there is no performance quality to it. It's more of an interpretation. And here, because of the opera notes that are coming, it's more like a performance. I mean, it's a totally different style. I personally prefer when it's lighter and less in the performance for this type of songs. But I mean, that's epic, right? He's epic. I have the same, I probably did the same face as those guys here. Wait. Yeah, them. I imagine that it's the same reaction everyone got from that song.
J'ai toujours fondé une vie avec le monde dessiné. Je crois dans un vie, tu es à ma force. Je sens quelque chose qui m'attire, voilà.
Pronunciation-wise, that's perfect. We can hear an accent, but again, here, you know me, accent and pronunciation are two different things, and here, it's pronunciation, it's perfect. That's good. But it's generally the case with foreigners singing in French. The beginning of the song, it's always a little bit difficult because you have to adapt yourself to those sounds. And even though it's a song that you rehearse probably 100 times, you gotta get into it. And it was the same with Lady Gaga when she was singing La Vie en Rose. At the beginning, there were a lot of mistakes in these pronunciation, especially with those letters that were pronounced by Lady Gaga that shouldn't be pronounced. But towards the end, it got better and better. And I imagine that it's going to be the same here. How does he do that? But that gets me an idea. This guy, obviously is a very musical kind of person. And he probably actually, the fact that his pronunciation is good is probably because he is able to listen. Because he's able to differentiate those sounds when he listens to the French version. he can sing them because he hears them. And that's a skill that as a beginner and as an intermediate, you really, really, really need to work on. And if you have trouble with actually hearing the correct sounds when you are listening to French, I have a workshop about this, which I will link somewhere here on the screen or in the description.
Pourquoi je vis, pourquoi je meurs, pourquoi je ris, pourquoi je pleure.
Yeah, when he's using this voice, he's French. He doesn't even have an accent. I can't hear an accent. He did a tiny mistake, but he did it at the beginning, so it makes sense that he does it now as well. Yeah, when he's using this very light voice, his French pronunciation is just on point. And if I was to not know who was singing, I probably would say this is a French native.
J'y crois comme près des os, vérité, notre monde. J'ai nourri tes souffrances. C'est jamais ça, c'est le monde est
We can feel that he's super, super confident, and that actually kind of goes with the song. If you want to know actually what the song means, I have a whole video about the lyrics. Let me check. Is it actually out, or will it be out in the next... It actually will be out the next video. My next video will be about that. So I will link it here if it's out yet. If not, you will have to wait a few days for you to get the meaning of this song. But yeah, we can, I mean, the more confident he grows, the better his French becomes. And that epic end to this song. And this guy's absolutely crazy voice, crazy performance. His French pronunciation actually matches the performance. It's not flawless. It's not flawless, but it could be. It could be with just a few tweaks, really. Just a few tweaks, and this video could be flawless. Now, if you enjoyed this video, the next logical step for you is to go and discover what the song actually means by clicking on this video. If it's not available yet, you will have to wait a few days for it, but it will be out in the next few days. Bye.